Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today, inshallah ta'ala, I will explain you dual. Our topic is today is Musanna dual. As I already explained you in my previous lectures that there are three categories for the Arab. One is Raf'un, Nasbun, Jarrun. And for the numbers, there are also three categories. One is the Mufradun, singular, and one is the Jama'un, plural. And for these two categories, we are very familiar with these two categories, singular and plural. But in Arabic, it's a bit different because there is one more category fall in it, which is the Musanna dual. And what these numbers are, I will explain you again in this slide. Any one thing will come in the category of the Mufrad, singular, as same thing like for the English language. But any two things will come in the category for the dual Musanna. And more, three or more than three things will come in the category for the plural Jama. So, in English language, any two things or more than two things come in the category of the Jama. But for the in Arabic, it's a bit different because what's the difference? That there is a separate category for the two, for the dual, for the two things, and more than two things, or you can say that three plus, or means three or plus more than three things will come in the category of the plural. So today our topic is the Musanna dual. Let's start. What is this? As we already done this slide in the last lecture because we learned the singular with the all states of Arab, Rafa, Nasab and Jar. We learned this in detail. Today I will explain you about the Musanna. So let's start. As you know that any word and on the Dhamma will come in the category of the Rafa for the Mufrad. Okay, so I'm just revising you as well so you can differentiate between the Mufrad and the Musanna. So any word end on the fatha will come in the category for the nasab mansub, and any word end on the kasra will come in the category of the jar majroor. How we will recognize for the musanna? This is our question, that how we will recognize, because for the mufrad we can recognize if there is dhamma, so it's rafa, if there is fatha in the end, so it's nasab, and if there is kasra in the end, so it's jar. But how we will recognize the musanna, that's the main thing. So what we will do, we will not recognize it with the harakat, we will recognize it with the huruf, with the letters. Any word end on these two letters, alif and noon in the end, and it gives the sound of ani. Before the alif, the any letter, whatever the letter will be, if it is has a fatha on top of it, and after that there is alif and noon in the end, so it will be a musanna, it will be a dual noun. And it will come in the category for the rafa. So these huruf, these letters will tell us that it is a dual noun. And for the nasab and for the jar is the same thing. The ja and noon will come in the end, and before the ja there is fatha, same like the alif, same like the rafa. That there must be the fatha in before the ja or before the alif. I will explain you this more in detail in next slides, inshallah ta'ala. You just think that I just create a story for you to make you understand. The Arab is the head officer, and he called to the Mufrad and Musanna, and he said to them that I am allotting you the two different departments to both of you for explaining yours Arabs. So what he did, he gave two departments. There are two departments of Arab. Okay, one department he allot to the singular Mufrad, and what's this department name is? Department name is Arab with vowels. I'rab bil haraka means these Arabs you will notice by the harakat, means dhamma, fatha, and kasra. In singular, you will see the harakat in the end. If you see the dhamma in the end, then it means it's rafa. If you see the fatha in the end, so it means it's nasab. And if you see the kasra in the end, so it means it's majroor, is jar. So these are in the Arab you will notice by harkat with vowels. And for the next department, what's the next department he gave to? He allowed this department to the dual, to the musanna, and he said that dual will explain his Arab with the letters. Okay, so dual's responsibility is that he will show his i'rab with letters with huruf. i'rab bil huruf. i'rab with letters, not with harakat. Okay, so what these letters are: if there is alif and noon in the end, so it means it's a rafa. And if there is ja and noon in the end, so it can be a nasab or it can be a jar. So only two categories in this i'rab with letters. So I hope you like this little story for the offices that in one office there are two departments, and the main office is i'rab, and i'rab has two departments. Okay, now I will explain you the method for making dual. For masculine and for feminine is the same. Okay, so I will start with the masculine one. Mu'minun. What you will do, you will add two letters, alif and noon, and as you see that this dhamma on the noon, this dhammatain, double haraka of noon, means double haraka of dhamma. It can be a single or it can be the double. So what this dhamma will convert into fatha. Okay, this dhamma will convert into fatha, and after fatha will be alif and noon, and there must be the kasra in the noon. Okay, on the noon. So what it looks like now, mu'minani. Look, ani sound. You have to notice the alif and noon and the sound. The sound will be ani. Ani, it should be in the end. It should not be the anu or ana. No, ani. Okay? Mu'minani. So it means two believers. And the other category is same thing, that you have to add ya and noon in the end. And same, this dhamma will convert into the fatha, and it will looks like this one, mu'minaini. Mu'minaini. The both, the ani sound is for the rafa, and for the aini it can be a nasab, it can be a jar, and it means two believers. The both mu'minani and mu'minaini, the both meaning is two believers. Mu'minun, one believer. Mu'minani, two believers. Mu'minaini, two believers. So it's very interesting and very easy topic. I will give you one more example, and I want that you do with me. Okay, salihun, we have to convert into the dual. So what we will do, we will add the huruf, the letters in the end, alif and noon, and the dhamma on the ha will convert into the fatha. So it will become a salihani. Salihani. And if you, for the nasab and jar, you will add ja and noon in the end, and same, the dhamma will convert into the fatha. So it will be a salihaini. The ani sound, salihani, is for the rafa, and salihaini, it can be for the nasab or for the jar. All right. Now we will complete our this chart now. For the mufrad is a Muslimun, Musliman, and Muslimin. And you guys, you can notice there that I make the circle on the dhamma, fatha, and kasra. So it means with these harkat, with vowels, you can understand it. It is a singular, and you can understand the state of the i'rab. For the musanna, what we have to do, we have to add the alif and noon for the rafa, so it become a Muslimani. And for the nasab and jar is Muslimaini, Muslimaini. So as you notice that there is alif and noon in the end. And before alif, there is a fatha before it. Same for the Muslimaini, ja and noon in the end. And before the ja, there is a fatha before it. So this is the sign, this is the that you can that you can recognize musanna so easily. Okay. All right. Now I want to explain you same thing again, that we will recognize the singular words i'rab by the vowels harkat of the last letter. And for recognizes the dual word, for the dual, for the words i'rab, we will notice it by the letters. Like for the as you notice for the singular, kitabun. So this harkat, this vowel letter is tell us that it is singular and it is rafa. Okay, because it's dhamma, so it means it's rafa. And this harkat tell us that it is singular. And for the dual, there are two letters in the end. Kitabani. So it means it is rafa state and it is dual marfu. Next one is kitaban. So this harkat tells us that it is a singular and nasab because there is a fatha on top of it. And for the dual, it will become a kitabaini. Kitabaini. And for the kitabin is a jar, is a majroor state. And this harka, the kasra tells us that it is a majroor. It is in majroor state. And for the dual, it is same like the mansoob kitabaini. So what is this? The harakat tells us that it is a singular and with i'rabs. And for the huruf with letters tells us that it is musanna. Okay, and it is musanna means two books. These all meanings. Kitabani, kitabaini means two books. All right. Now I will explain to you about the feminine. Muslimatun, muslimatan, muslimatin. So we will convert it into the dual. So it's same method for the masculine. So I will do the same procedure. I will add ani, alif and noon in the end. The dhamma on the ta marbuta will convert into the fatha and it will become a mu'mina tani. This ta will let us know, it will tell us that it is for feminine. Two believers, but two feminine believers. Okay. If it is mu'minani without ta, so it means male believer. And if it is there is ta before the alif, so it means is for feminine. Okay. This ta marbuta will convert into here. Okay. Same, I will add the ya noon in the end. So dhamma will convert into the fatha. It will become a mu'minataini. So this ta sound tells us that it is a feminine. Two female believers. So mu'minatani is ani sound is for the rafa. Same procedure, okay? And any sound is for the nasab and jar. So two female believers. All right, one more example. Salihatun. Add alif and noon in the end. Same thing, dhamma will convert into the fatha and it will become a salihatani. Salihani means male and salihatani, it means it indicates that it is feminine. And ya and noon become same procedure and it become a salihataini. So ani sound for the rafa and aini sound for the nasab and jar. All right, so now I will complete this chart. Muslimatun, muslimatan, muslimatin for the plural, and for the musanna, muslimatani, muslimataini, muslimataini. So now we will do this. There is a word sadiq. Okay, so we will do the mufrad, masculine and feminine, and we will do the dual masculine and feminine in one chart. Okay, for explaining you. So what is this? Let's start with the word sadiq. First we will make a masculine word sadiqun, and for the feminine for it, sadiqatun. Okay, sadiqun and sadiqatun. So it means two is no sorry two is for the singular. Okay, for one person. But the first one is for the masculine and next one is for the feminine. And for the nasab, it will change the haraka because as we know, I already explained that the harakat will tell us for the i'rab for the singular. Harakat will change. Okay. And for the musanna, the huruf will change. The letters will change that tell us that what is the i'rab for the status. So sadiqan and sadiqatan, it is for the nasab, and sadiqin and sadiqatin. So these harkat are changed now because the i'rab state is changed now because it's majroor now. And one more thing you notice that there is a fatatain and alif after it, but there is no alif in the feminine because it is an exceptional case for the ta marbuta, as I already explained in the lecture for the singular one. Now we will do the musanna. So what we have to do, we have to add letters, the huruf. And same huruf we will add for the masculine, for the feminine. Alif and noon, alif and noon. Just the difference. What's the difference? Look, there is no ta and there is ta. So this ta will indicates us that it is a feminine, and without ta it means it's a masculine. Sadiqani, sadiqatani. And for the nasab, sadiqaini. And for the feminine, sadiqataini. This ta tells us it's a feminine for dual. Same thing for the majroor, sadiqaini, sadiqataini. So I will put the this in harakat, I will circle them for showing you that for the singular you will catch quickly, you will guess quickly that it is a singular noun, and you can guess the Arab status that when it is rafa, if it is dhamma, so it's rafa. It is nasab, then sorry, it is if it is fatha, then it means it's nasab, and if there is kasra, so it means it's jar. And for the musanna, you have to notice with the haruf. If there is alif and noon in the end, so it means it's rafa. If there is ja and noon in the end, so it means it can be a nasab, it can be a jar. Okay. So main thing, the musanna, you will not notice the harakat, you will notice the huruf, and you will notice the sound. Sound is ani, aini, ani, aini. So you have to do practice this at home, and your other people in your home, you will say what she's doing, ani, aini, what she's doing, but you have to do for your practice. Okay. Okay, I want to repeat again in different way, because I just wanted, if one thing you can't understand properly, maybe in other way you understand properly. So same thing I will repeat, that Arab has two departments. Arab has two departments. The one department is Arab with vowels, Arab bil haraka. Okay. And the other department is Arab with letters, Arab bil huruf, that you will see the letters in the end. And for the Arab with vowels, as you know, as I'm not feeling well today, but I'm trying to record this lecture. If you see the dhamma, fatha, or kasra, so it means they are harakat, and it's showing that dhamma is showing that it's rafa, fatha is showing that it's nasab, and jar, kasra is showing that it's jar. And these all, this department is for the singular, for the mufrad. Okay. And the other department is for the huruf, which is for the dual. And these hurufs are ani. Okay. And other one is aini. Ani. Look, I wrote the sound as well. Ani. Sound in the end of the word is for rafa state, for the dual. Okay. Dual is already wrote in the top. And for the ja and noon means aini sound. Aini sound in the end of the word is for nasab and jar state. Okay. So I hope you like this way, that in this way you can understand properly what is the, so you can differentiate between the singular and the dual, and you can understand the states as well, the Arab status as well. Now in this slide I want to explain you about the difference between the dual noun and the dual verb. Musanna ism means dual noun, and the musanna fi'il means dual verb. Look the word kadhibani, and if I wrote these words, I wrote these words for you: yakdhibani, takdhibani. They both, these three words, if you notice, they all three words have the ani sound in the end, the alif and noon, these two haruf in the end, and before the alif, look, there is a fatha before it. They all sound is, they all giving the sound ani, alif and noon. But they, in these three words, one is the noun and two are the verb. How we will differentiate between them? First of all, I will explain, I will write one more word, then I will explain inshallah for both of them. Sajidani and yasjudani, tasjudani. Yes, Judani, thus Judani. So what's here? What's the difference? Look, the ani sound in all of these. So, but one category is the for the noun, and the other category is for the verb. So, what's the difference between it? How we will notice this difference? If you see, if there is a ja or ta in the beginning of the word, it will be a verb. Ja or ta. Okay, ja and ta. So look at the yakdibani. I will done into the make it the red color now, so you can make feel the difference. Ja ta. Same look, yes judani and tas judani. So there is a ja and ta in the beginning. And one thing more I want to tell you, that this ja and ta can be the dhamma. Okay, it can be the you. It can be a ja. Okay, that's why I didn't put any harka on this in the middle one, the ja and ta. I just wrote the letter. It can be the dhamma on top of it, or it can be the fatha on top of it. Okay. So if you see the letter ja and ta in the beginning of the word, it will be the verb. It will not be the noun now. Either there is a ani sound in the end as well. It is a verb and musanna verb. Musanna verb. It is also dual. Okay. So in this way, inshallah, you will learn the verbs as well. So let's do some practice. I'm highlighting three of these words. Ainaini, shafataini, annajdaini. Notice all of these have given you the same sound. Aini, aini, aini. Okay. So, so it means they all are ja and noon in the end. So it means it is dual. And the state of i'rab, if you notice, it can be a nasab or it can be a jar. It is no marfu, it is no rafa state, because it's not alif and noon, it is ja and noon. Okay, so ja and noon indicates us that it can be a nasab or it can be a jar. So ainaini means two eyes, shafataini means two lips, najdaini means two ways. And now look at the word lisanan. Lisanan. So this haraka, this vowel tells us that it is a singular, it's not a dual. And if I said what's the i'rab of this word, singular word is, so I hope you will quickly guess it. It is a nasab, it is mansub, because there is a fatha on top of it. Lisanan, one tongue, one tongue. Okay. And now the next one is hadani lasahirani. So look, both of these words have ani sound in the end. Ani, ani, hadani, sahirani. So it means sahirani means two magicians, two magicians. Okay. So if I said what's the Arab state of these two nouns, so I hope you will say that it is marfu, it is rafa state, because it's alif and noon, not a ja and noon. Ja and noon is for the nasab and jar, and alif and noon is for the rafa state. So there are huruf that indicates to that it is musanna, and with alif, it tells you, it shows you that it is rafa. And ja, because noon is in both of them. Noon is here as well, noon is here as well. But the ja and alif, this makes you the difference between the rafa and the nasab and jar. Okay. Next word, if you say yuridani, yuridani. Look, there is alif and noon in the end as well. So it means it is dual. Okay. It is ani sound in the end. Ani. Okay. It is dual. But if I ask you, is it a noun or it is a verb? I hope you will give me answer in seconds that it is a verb, because you see the ja in the beginning. Ja in the beginning. So it means it is not a noun, it is a verb. Okay, it is a verb. Let's do some more practice. The word is al-jam'ani. So it is, if I ask is it a singular, it is a dual? So I hope you will say that no, it's not singular, it is a dual, it is a musanna, because there is a letters in the end, ani, alif and noon in the end. And this alif tells us that it is rafa state. Okay. Next word is shahidaini. So this is ja and noon in the end. So it means it's not singular, it is a dual. It is musanna, is two, two gawa in this, we say that. Okay, next word is you say that rajulun, rajulun. So this haraka, this vowel tells us that it is a singular. It's not a dual now because there is no alif and noon or ja and noon in the end. So we can't say it's dual because there is no huruf in the end. There is a haraka in the end, which tells us that it is a singular. One man. And what's the i'rab of this here? Is a rafa because it's a dhamma in the end. Okay, so it's a rafa state, singular noun. Now look the behind. Rajulaini. Rajulaini. So there is a ja and noon in the end. So it means it's a dual noun now. It's a dual noun. Okay. It means two men. Rajulun, one man. Rajulaini, two men. It can be a nasab state or it can be an jar state. Imra'atani. So alif and noon in the end. Sorry, I have to do this first. Imra'atani, alif and noon in the end. So it shows that it is a dual noun and it is it is a noun. It's not a verb because there is no ja and ta in the beginning. So it means it is a noun. And second thing, and I want to explain you one more thing that ani sound only I'm explaining you. I'm not talking about the ja and noon for the beginning in the ja and ta in the beginning. Ja and ta will come with the sound of ani only, not the jani, not the aini, means not the ja and noon. Okay. So imra'atani means two women, two women, and it's in rafa state. It's a dual noun. Next, last slide for your practice. Ithman. Ithman. So this haraka tells us that it is a singular and it is in nasab state. Next word is akharani. So look, the haruf tells us, the letter tells us that it is dual now. It is a musanna now. Okay, and what's the state of the musanna? There is a alif, so it means it's a rafa state. Okay, and in rafa state, you have to notice if there is ja and ta in the beginning, so it can be a verb noun. Oh, sorry, verb noun, what I'm saying. So it can be a verb dual verb, okay? And if there is no ja and ta in the beginning, so it means it is a dual noun. So this time it is a dual, but it's noun dual, okay? Next word is yaqumani. So there is also alif and noon in the end, so it means it's dual and it is rafa. But if I ask you, is it the noun or it is a verb? So I hope you will quickly guess that it is a verb because there is a ja in the beginning. So it means it is a verb, not a noun. Okay. Next word is al-awlayani. Al-awlayani. So there is also ani sound in the end. So this alif tells us that it is a rafa state. Alif noon both tells us that these haruf tells us that it is a musanna, it's not a singular. And there is no ja and ta in the beginning, so it means it is a noun, it's not a verb. Yuqsimani. Yuqsimani. Don't notice this fa. You will learn this about what this fa is in the later on, inshallah ta'ala. So main word is yuqsimani. So it is dual because you notice for quickly that there is alif and noon in the end. And then if I ask what's the i'rab state here, what's the status here for the i'rab? So I hope you will say that it is rafa because it's not ja and noon. If there is ja and noon, so it can be a nasab or it can be a jar. But as if there is alif noon, so it means it's rafa. And if I ask it is a verb or it is a noun, so I hope you will say that it is a verb because there is a ja in the beginning. So I hope you enjoyed this practice as well. So I want to give you now some little homework for your practice because practice makes perfection. Okay, practice is very important and it's not very hard. From Surah Al-Rahman, you have to see that any rafa noun, marfu noun, so you have to write over in this column. And any mansub or majroor nouns, dual. I'm talking about only the dual, not for the singular. Okay, you have to find only the dual nouns from the surah, noun and verbs. Okay, from the Surah Rahman, only for the dual. So any nasab or jar state of the nouns, you have to write over there. And if you find any musanna fail dual verb, if you see the ja and ta in the beginning, and alif and noon in the end. Only alif and noon I'm saying, okay, not the ja and noon, because ja and noon doesn't come in the verb, okay? Alif and noon comes in the verb, but there must be you will see the ja and ta in the beginning, so you can decide quickly that it is a verb, not a noun. So if you see these words, so you write in this column. So this surah is very good for the practice for the dual, for the musanna. So you must do little bit this practice. You will enjoy, inshallah ta'ala. If you feel any difficulty, anything you don't understand, you can comment me in the comment box. I will explain you, inshallah ta'ala, and even I will put the homework in the solved homework in the description box as well. But I will say you do your homework first, fully full you do by on yourself, okay? Then you check from the solved homework, okay, for your practice. Let's do dua. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.